Next to the famous Warcraft 3 player, Grubby from the Netherlands. Grubby, it is an honour to meet you, dude. Very pleased. Now, you've been playing Orc for 5 years. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about Warcraft 3.
Well, if I tell about myself, a big part of my life would be also about Warcraft 3.
Right.
I've been playing Warcraft 3 for about 6 years, of which 4 or 5 I could say professionally, because it's like all I'm doing as a job and as a hobby.
Right.
And I've been in Four Kings for about 3 years, and that was a really good time. And the start of this year I've joined Meet Your Makers, and now it's just tournament after tournament after tournament.
Quite full on, they're driving you pretty hard.
Yeah, practicing the rest of the time.
Exciting stuff. Now, you've qualified for your pool?
Yeah.
So you're moving on tomorrow to the elimination,
right.
Perhaps even facing Cowie if he gets through. So from New Zealand, which could be an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Now I caught one of your matches earlier today against the Chinese player. It was a pretty fantastic victory over him.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Any comments about it?
Well, I think a lot of people expected Infi to be first in the group.
Mm-hmm.
I also expected him to be first or second. And what I didn't expect is that we will end up with a 3-way tie between us Europeans, with Infi being on 4th position. He lost to all the Europeans.
Unusual, huh?
And that was very unusual because he just came hot off this other tournament, WEM, where he won 15,000 in the first place.
Nice.
So he was kind of the favorite for a top 3 position, and now he's out in the groups. So it was important that I got that victory over him.
And and a victory it was. I mean, it was an awesome match to watch.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You can grab it on the VODs if you need to. So definitely give it a watch. The victory, does it have anything to do now? I've been talking to a lot of Warcraft 3 players, and the latest patch, the one, they say it favours Orc. They say it favours Orc. Now, I'm going to put it out there. What do you reckon? Do you think it favours Orc?
Well, since
do you
you
think
put
there's
it
a
out there,
slight advantage?
I'm going to have to forcefully but respectfully disagree.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think so. I think Orc has the ability to set the pace of the game against Undead, more so than against Human or Night Elf. So I'm going to say Orc against Undead, that's a matchup that I like.
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't encounter it much these days.
Yeah, no, there are very few Undead players out there, really.
They got a hard time, I guess. So for the rest, I'm going to have to say it's pretty balanced. It can be very, very difficult against a good Night Elf or a good Human. We don't have an advantage.
Yeah, then the Human tower rush is a little less viable now with the repair time increased.
Very slightly less viable. Only the most blatant and rude tower rushes are less viable. The smart ones, they still work.
They still work. Oh, very nice. Any tips for aspiring Warcraft 3 players out there on how to get to your level of competitive play?
You've got to love what you're doing. I mean, it's the same with everything in life.
Love the game.
Yeah, everything else will follow automatically. I mean, anyone can tell you practice, but you also got to find your own way. We don't really only practice, we also think about it during our waking and sleeping moments. And we study and we watch replays, and you've got to want to improve yourself. You've got to want to be a detail freak.
How many hours do you practice a day, actually, just on that note?
I would say an average of about 8 hours.
8 hours?
And
dawn to dusk?
Yeah. 8 hours is like the average, but if I can and I have time and no other worries, on a good day I can try to get 12 hours or something.
Nice.
But I would say about 8.
Impressive. Well, there you have it. If you want to get to the level that Grubby is at, 8 to 12 hours a day practice, and you're going to love the game. All right. Thank you very much for your time, Grubby.
No problem. Cheers.
Cheers.